following is a presentation of the Hello Chicago Network. Hello, Chicago Network is on the air. Hello, everybody. I'm Ryan Yanishadis, and it's time to focus for this, Monday, February the 2nd. Glad to be in February. I told you January a rough month for me, but February starting off a little more positive. Trying to get back into the workout routine, and now all that stuff will keep you updated on that, as my goal is to be to 200 pounds when I take off for Vegas for the Royal Rumble. That was over the weekend. WrestleMania. We're taking Ringside Report there. Been our 1,000th episode, so excited for that. But yeah, it was Royal Rumble weekend this weekend, so usually don't do much over the weekend, but when you have pay-per-views or premium live events, so I had that to do as well, especially on Raise the Bar TV. Brandon and Anthony joined me, so we had fun doing that as the road to WrestleMania begins. Definitely the most exciting time of the year if you're a wrestling fan, and we'll be covering all that, of course, every Saturday, Sunday, noon Central. We're recapping and previewing, and then pay-per-view weekends. We have a warm-up and a wrap-up. So if you're a wrestling fan, Ringside Report, we're going on 1,000 episodes as we launched in December of 2013. So we thank everyone that has watched us, and looking back at all the moments that I've been able to do. And I've been looking back because I'm getting stuff ready for our 1,000th episode. It's just so many fun moments. The early years we covered indie wrestling in Illinois, which is fun, and had so many great moments. We're going to look back at some of those coming up. It will be in Vegas. That'll be coming up in the April 25th from Vegas. We're going to do that from some of it will be from WWE World. So that's exciting as well. So looking forward to all that. So that's Ringside Report. Also over the weekend, went to try to get my my external hard drive fixed with all my stuff on it. They said no. At least the Geek Squad at least saved me money and told me not to do that. So I went and so unfortunately couldn't get that fixed, but got a lot of stuff restored on the external hard drive I have. I'm going to take more care of it. It's happened twice already. So I lost a lot of Ringside Report stuff. The documentaries we did, the Last Man Standings, all that I lost. Some stuff from, but for a lot of stuff's on YouTube. A lot of Ringside Report stuff's on YouTube, and a lot of stuff from Hello Chicago Network's on YouTube. So that saved me, backed all that up. And now I have all that. So we're good to go, trying to get things going. So February's starting off better. I just finished my workout. I'm excited. Hopefully I feel a little bit more peppy. The Chicago sports teams, on the other hand, not exactly that good. Let's start this off with a Blackhawk focus. Only one game over the weekend for the Hawks, and that was on Friday night as they welcomed in the Columbus Blue Jackets. Lost that one of a final of 4-2. So the Blackhawks back to their back to the losing ways. And I mean, we tend to try to worry about them, and I continue to say it's about the future, and that's kind of what it is at this point. We're not looking at for the remainder of the year. We're not looking at this team being a playoff team. I said it on Friday's show when I did it 3 times that this team is not, they're too far back. And I think they're going to need they need to get some things rolling, and we're hopefully looking for the future of this team being, and we're hoping that's the case. Let's see here. I'm going to try to look at some more of the info on the game from Friday. They lost 4-2 at the Madhouse. The goals in that game were by Connor Bedard. He had a goal and an assist, so 2 points overall. The other goal by Nazar. The goalie was Spencer Knight, who I'm a fan of. 3 goals. He did give up 3. So I mean, Spencer Knight, I think, and I continue to talk about him as well. So I mean, you want to continue to see this team build together. They are 21-25-9, which isn't that bad considering what the records have been for Blackhawk teams since we've been covering them since the 3 Stanley Cup run. I think this is probably the best team we have seen. So hopefully we continue to see that as well. So they lose to the the Blue Jackets 4-2. They have 2 games this week. These are the final 2 games before the Olympic Games. So then after these 2, they don't play again till I believe late February. There will be a tonight on Monday, 7:30 Central on Chicago Sports Network against the Sharks. On Wednesday, they'll finish it off at Columbus. It's a 6 p.m. start on the Chicago Sports Network. So just for shits and gigs, look at it. Blackhawks have 51 points. The team and the teams have 60. So they're 9 points behind a playoff spot. So odds are they're not going to get up there, but they're tied with the 6 Winnipeg and they're 5 back. So they're probably going to be between the 6 and 7, unless they go on a little bit of a run here in the second half after this rest. Again, Bedard not on Team Canada. So we'll see what happens. So the Blackhawks lose to the Blue Jackets 4-2. They host the Sharks tonight at the Madhouse, final home game for a while. And then Wednesday they'll be at Columbus to face the Blue Jackets. At the games at 6 p.m. Both games on Chicago Sports Network. We're going to take a time out here on Hello Chicago Network. When we come back, we'll focus on the Bulls, talk about that cluster and all that. But first, we're going to have, this will be a duo because we only have 2 segments today. Hello Chicago Rewind. It's something that we actually didn't see last week, but I told you I recorded the show 3 times. You'll see one of them, and also my focus. We're gonna have a Ryan focus update on the Cubs con and my thoughts on that. So that's all coming up next. We'll see if I'll unmute the mic. That's the key thing. But all that's now. We'll be back. It's time for a Hello Chicago Rewind and the most important focus, the Ryan focus. Oh boy, was I not recording? Oh no. That might not be good. That whole last segment. The boys are back in town. Boys are back in town.
It's time for Ryan's rant. And now, here's Ryan.
Hello, everyone. Just wanted to give you an update on what's going on with the Cubs con artists. Thank you, everyone that watched. It's one of the most viewed ones I've had this season. Just my upset nature of what I said. I don't take any of it back. I mean, absolutely all of it, because it was a money grab by the Chicago Cubs and they oversold tickets. There wasn't enough place. When you have a ticket, when you buy a ticket, especially when it's $100 and some to get into a venue, you expect to be able to go to all the stuff. That's on the team. That's on them to be able to know how many people they can fit and how many tickets to sell. So they oversold, money grab, absolute bullshit. Well, I did send an email, of course, to the fan services of the Cubs, and I got the generic email back. Thanks, Ryan. We passed it along to the Cubs con people. So more or less, fuck you, basically, by my team. So, I mean, that's what I'm going to take it as. It's not like I'm going to get anything. They're not going to do anything. And the reason they asked those questions, they did a survey of the people that went to Cubs con, and the question was, oh, what was are you happy with the Sheraton? Are you happy with, or do you need a hotel attached? Well, you know why they're asking all these questions? Well, it's because, guess what? The lease is up. So they want to know if they should extend it. You know what they're going to do next? And I almost can guarantee this. If they move from the Sheraton, because next year there's not going to be one, it's going to be at Hotel Zachary, which is across the street from Wrigley, which is like $500 a night instead of $300 a night, and it's owned by the Cubs. So make more money, pump more money into the organization, continue to oversell tickets, completely rape your fans. That's it. Yes, as you heard me right there, not too happy. That was my take on it. I'm still upset about that. We'll see what happens. Probably nothing, but that's the update, and that's probably where it's going to stand. If anything changes, I'll let you guys know, but that's that. Also, don't forget Brandon has every Monday or every Tuesday and Thursday on Raise the Bar TV. They have raised the bar, and I believe I'll be on this Thursday, and he'll be joining me Friday because we'll have a trade deadline special for the Bulls, talking about what they've already made, I guess, one trade, and we'll see what happens after that. But Friday show solely Bulls, and then I'll also give my Super Bowl prediction as well for a Ryan focus. So that is all coming up on Monday or on Friday's show. But yeah, that was that, and then of course I did remember I'm on. So I remembered to unmute myself. So look, I'm learning there. February's new for me. It's my new year, new me. I even made my fiance and I went out for lunch on Sunday, and I was given my New Year's resolutions. So that's what it is. January didn't count. That's what I'm saying. I'm sticking to it. Let's focus on the Bulls. Oh, the Chicago Bulls. Never a dull moment. Saturday night. Okay, so Saturday night, getting a chance to watch the game. There was so much on TV. I had the Royal Rumble during the day, which is very weird. It's the first time they were in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. So I was watching this at 1 p.m. It's just weird. It's the first time that I've ever had to do that, by the way, to watch a pay-per-view. Or I've watched pay-per-views during the day, but none of the big four. And to watch the Royal Rumble, and next year's WrestleMania is in Riyadh, and that's talk about money grabs. That's that as well, and they take something away, and that'll be, I can vent about that for a later day where wrestling's going. But had that, and then I watch UFC at night. So I didn't get a chance to watch the Bulls Saturday, and again, the Bulls were shorthanded, and they were able to get a win over the Heat, 125-118. I'm like, maybe I should give this Bulls team a chance. I'm going to give them a chance. I cleared my schedule Sunday night before I went to work. I turned on the Bulls game. And they were absolutely embarrassed by the Miami Heat. They looked terrible. The first quarter, they weren't making any shots. I think they were down by 20 at one point. They lose 134-91. Once again, another embarrassment by this franchise. An ugly game. No one looks like they want to be there. Of course, they released the guard a couple of days ago after they acquired that trade. And I was watching the Heat's feed, and the Heat said that kind of caused a stir inside the locker room of the Chicago Bulls. Because I mean, God, I'm blanking on his name. Let me find it real quick. And I believe did he have a good game the other night too? Because they were shorthanded. Javon Carter they got rid of. So I mean, I think that upset a lot of people. That sucks. So I mean, and they played that way too. They played terrible. So I cleared the one time I'm like, let's give this Bulls team a chance now. And they get their ass kicked. So I don't know what to do with this team. Of course, the trade deadline special we will have on Friday, normal time, talking about what the Bulls do. And are we going to have answers? Friday, are we going to have answers? Is this team are we going to see a full sell mode? Are they content with being in the 9 seed? We'll see. The one thing that surprised me though, the Bulls were plus 1,000 to get Giannis. And then all of a sudden it bounced up to plus 300. I mean, I was excited about it. The former, I believe the former Fox Chicago, now NBC Sports guy said there's zero chance. So, and there probably is. And I mean, there's also rumors that if they do part ways with Billy Donovan, the Duke coach who's from Illinois could be the next coach. And I mean, and then he has ties, of course, to Carlos Boozer's son. I guess this draft is really, really good. So I think, I mean, if the Bulls are looking for a rebuild here, why get Giannis? So, I mean, odds are they're not going to get him. Hopefully, my pick is to get him to the Western Conference. Bulls aren't contending, but if they want to at least be a contending team, get him out of there. And I mean, the Bucks will get a haul, but we'll see what happens. But the Bulls, speaking of the Bucks, they'll play them Tuesday night at Milwaukee. Giannis will probably come back. He was in Chicago while they were playing the game in Boston. I don't know what he was doing, but at 7 p.m. Chicago Sports Night, and then Thursday at the Raptors, 6:30 on Chicago Sports Network. The starters and all-stars announced, or whatever was announced. It's another thing. I like the 3-point contest. I like the dunk contest, but they're running out of things to do with that. And I mean, the Bulls have Mac McClung. I think he's on them, so I guess the Bulls get some notoriety. But Modest Buzelis already opted out of it, so we'll see what happens. And again, Friday I'll have my take on where this Bulls team is going to go. We'll have answers. The trade deadline, I believe, is 2 p.m. Thursday. Brandon and I believe I'll be on Raise the Bar Thursday. We'll be talking about it. And then Friday, I'll give my take on it. So that's coming up. So Friday trade deadline special for the Bulls. We'll have a full recap of the Blackhawks on Monday's show, and then update you on the Bulls, Blackhawks, and all that. And then the Bulls, then we'll have no sports, because then the Super Bowl, and then next week, the following weekend's the All-Star game for basketball. So then I believe we're going to get a dip in for the first time into some baseball and talk. I don't know if we're going to do acquisitions. MLB Network's been doing franchise favorites, not the best player at each position, but who you like at each position. So I kind of want to do that with the Cubs and the White Sox. So got some options there, and we'll see what happens over the next month. Pitchers and catchers report soon. Cubs and White Sox play each other on the 20th, and that's when spring training starts. So looking forward to all that. So now that I've rambled all that away, also I forgot to tell you, Fan Focus Live, Saturday, February 21st, Bulls Pistons. So we're going to do a Saturday night one right here. It'll be exclusively on Raise the Bar TV. So I got some, and also we have a 5-year anniversary coming up. We're going to announce stuff on that soon. 5 years of Hello Chicago. So much stuff going on as we're going to be most likely taking this show to Vegas as well. So all that great stuff coming up. I love this. Once we get, now that we're through January, get past the Super Bowl, March is a crazy sports month because then you got March Madness, baseball starting, and we're going to cover, again, we cover only Chicago sports here. So it kind of gives us our runway, but it's fun and I enjoy it because we are the focus. So don't forget to like this video. Subscribe to the Hello Chicago Network YouTube channel. I had 40 followers. I'm down to 37. So that means there's bots. So subscribe. That's where I get my views. I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone that tunes in from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. This is the second year. I'm trying to do what I can. I got a lot of brainstorming for a third season. So hopefully that's the case. So everyone enjoy. Everyone have a great week. We're back on Friday, trade deadline special. Brandon James going to join me, I believe, and we're going to talk Bulls, and hopefully we got a clear picture. But do they ever really have a clear picture? We'll see. So everyone have a good week. Like, subscribe, and comment as well your thoughts. I appreciate the comments. Someone said they just randomly came up on my podcast or found it. So I appreciate it. Subscribe, watch. I give you my insight. I've been watching sports for, well, I can't say 30 years, probably 25. So everyone, that'll be that. We'll see you Friday. I'm Ryan Yannishatis from the Hello Chicago Network. We are the focus of Chicago sports.